Hello and welcome to this week's AS Media broadcast. Today we have Ben Holman with his music magazine Vertigo. I will be asking him a few questions about it. So Ben, why did you choose the title of your magazine Vertigo?
I chose the title Vertigo as a definition of it is a sensation of whirling and a loss of balance. This word can make people think of extreme activities and an adrenaline rush, which makes the word seem exciting and daring, which are feelings often expressed through indie, rock and rock songs.
Why did you use the headlines that you chose?
I made sure that my headlines related to bands that would interest my target audience. For example, my genre of music is rock and indie rock. I decided to include bands of those genres so that it is likely that my target audience will be interested in the headlines, so they would be more likely to buy it. I also advertise the types of content on the front page, such as interviews and reviews, so that they will know what to expect, which will encourage them to buy it.
What content did you include within the magazine?
I included a variety of content throughout my magazine, such as on my front page, where there is a preview of a free poster of an indie rock artist that is inside my magazine, in order to encourage my reader to buy the magazine through the use of free content. Also, on my contents page, I have a chart list which again relates to the music of my target audience, so that the content will interest them. I also have an editor's note, so that I can reach out to my target audience in a personal way. Also, for my main story, the topic is about a returning rock star who has recovered from his drug addiction, which is a likely story to do with my genre, so that my target audience will be interested in it. Another way this is done is through the use of pictures.
Hang on. I'll get on to that later. How did you use the house style effectively throughout the magazine?
I made sure that I kept a consistent colour scheme of red, black and white throughout my music magazine. I did this as black and red are extreme colours that can be associated with my genre, so that it would be suitable for my target audience, and I chose white because it contrasts well with the other colours. I also used page designs throughout my music magazine, such as the use of a mod symbol and a background with guitars patterned along it, so that the features would attract my target audience too.
How did you present your model in a way that supports your target audience?
Firstly, I chose my model as I believed his appearance and choice of clothing was not only suitable for my genre, but was similar to how I believe my target audience would look like, and so they would be able to relate to my model. For example, the clothing I used was a t-shirt and a jacket, which many members of my target audience are likely to wear. He is 17 years old, and so his age is of my target audience, which further relates him to it. Also, I use props such as an electric guitar on my second double-page spread, as this relates to the genre that my target audience are interested in, as the instrument is extremely common in this genre. The poses I made my model do throughout the magazine were relaxed and casual ones, such as him having his hands in his pockets and leaning against the wall, which is representative of the laid-back attitude of my target audience.
How does your front cover link to professional magazines?
I have already covered how the headlines, through the use of cover lines, are able to attract my audience, which is done in many professional magazines, but there are other ways this is done on my front cover too. The use of my masthead, which is written in bold text with speed lines next to it, relates to both the meaning of my title and my music genre, which my target audience is interested in. This is done in many music magazines, such as Kerrang! Also, I have included a banner at the top and the bottom of my magazine, which contains information on the bands and articles inside. This is done in many music magazines, including Kerrang! Again. As these bands are of the genre of my target audience, that my target audience are interested in, it will help attract them.
Thank you, Ben. That's all we've got time for today. Up next, we have a song requested by one of your target audience members, which is When the Sun Goes Down by Arctic Monkeys.
I said, who's that girl there? I wonder what went wrong so that she had to roam the streets. She doesn't do major credit cards, I doubt she does receipts. It's all not quite legitimate. And what a scummy man. Just give him half a chance, I bet he'll rob you if he can. Can see it in his eyes, yeah, that he's got a driving ban amongst some other offences. And I've seen him with girls of the night, and he told Roxanne to put on her red light. They're all infected, but he'll be alright, 'cause he's a scumbag, don't you know? I said he's a scumbag, don't you know? Avert your eyes and staring at the ground. She makes a subtle proposition. I'm sorry, love, I'll have to turn you down. Oh, we must be up to summer. What are the chances? Sure, it's more than likely. I've got a feeling in my stomach. I start to wonder what his story might be. What his story might be. Yeah, 'cause they said it changes when the sun goes down. Yeah, they said it changes when the sun goes down. And they said it changes when the sun goes down. Around here, around here. Look, here comes the portmanteau. Isn't he Mr. Inconspicuous? And he don't even have to say oh. She's in the stands ready to get picked up. Bet she's delighted when she sees him, pulling in and giving her the eye, because she must be fucking freezing, scantily clad beneath the clear night sky. It does stop in the winter now, and they said it changes when the sun goes down. Yeah, they said it changes when the sun goes down. And they said it changes when the sun goes down. Around here, they said it changes when the sun goes down. Over the river going out to town. And they said it changes when the sun goes down. Around here, around here. Oh. And what a scummy man. Just give him half a chance, I bet he'll rob you if he can. Can see it in his eyes, yeah, that he's got a nasty plan. I hope you're not involved at all.